But Florida was wild. It was wild. And you would do Lakeland once a month. You do Sarasota once a month. You Miami or Fort Lauderdale was every 2 weeks. I was there not long. When I come in, it was after Bruiser Brody.
Had the Lex Luger thing?
Yes. Lex no-showed the towns the rest of the whole loop. And good business, right?
Yeah.
Was, and it killed it. It killed Florida, and
Yeah, because the story Luger says is that he didn't actually run out of the arena. He claims that he's talked to Brody after, but other people have disputed that.
I really don't know. All I know is what I saw, what they showed us, what on camera.
Yeah.
And then the story. I love Lex to death. God bless him. And hate that what happened to him, but he's better mental place he is than he ever was. He's humbled. But something to the effect. Lex called the next day and just more or less said he wasn't coming the rest of the week. This other, that, and do. And Kevin Matsuda. Hiro Matsuda was a bad dude, man. He was a shooter, judo and the whole deal. He was, and those Florida, all of them guys, they're tough. And Lex just more said he wasn't coming. That's what we heard.
Did you ever meet Brody before he passed away?
Yeah. During that time in '87, he came in for a week and worked the original Sheik. Remember him
in Florida?
Yeah, Kevin brought him in, and he worked Sheik in Miami. I know, maybe Sheik just did Miami. Well, Stevie and Armstrong, my old partner, he knew Big Frank Brody. His dad and Brody were good friends.
Okay.
And you just you'd see him go, God, that guy, he's crazy looking. And Stevie go, yeah, he is. He goes, but I've known him since I was this high. He loves it. We're cool with him. He likes you. You're good with him. You're not. Get away from him. Like that. And I'm like, yeah, cool. So, and he had that far away look. Well, Stevie, I never smoked a joint, nothing, in my life until this. In '87, Stevie Brody's working Original Sheik, Miami Convention Center. Stevie goes, you've got to hit this joint with me. We're going to go up at the top of this building here, and you've got to at least do it one time with me, because we've done this all our lives. Whenever Big Frank, they called him Big Frank or Uncle Frank, was working, all the Armstrong boys would get somewhere. Or Brian didn't ever travel as much with them. He was younger, but with them. But Steve, Brad, and Scotty always did with Bob. You know what I mean? But get somewhere where they watch Brody just tear the whole arena up. So sure enough, I go up there, and I did, and I didn't know my name, and I watched that man tear down. He ripped. I'm not exaggerating. Anything that wasn't nailed down, he destroyed it. I've never seen nothing like it. I've never seen it. A hell of a house, everything. Him and Sheik never even got in the ring. Never even got in the ring. Fought all over the arena. He tore everything up. You ever see them concession stands with wheels on them?
Yeah.
He turned one of those things over. He kept on. People just going crazy. And it was after the match. And he didn't get it. And then he went back to it. Went back 3 or 4 times. Finally, he did. Turned it over.
Wow.
Yeah. I've never seen that. And that was on a Wednesday, I can remember. And it seemed like he stayed like Wednesday till Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Kevin did a thing with him, and just a no count out, whatever it was, street fight, whatever they did, fought all over. I remember in the bleachers, Brody were doing a pull apart, all of us. And he goes, he grabs my hair and he goes, sell your back. Bam! I mean, he thrilled me. I thought I was paralyzed. And I went down to all fours right there, and he goes, watch the punt. And he punted me. And I went down them steps like a Cactus Jack type bump, and I didn't mean to,
Yeah.
And I didn't much feel the steps as much as I was numb. My back and I ain't never been kicked that hard in my life, or broad arm. I mean, he was a beast. Back then, when in his prime, He was about 6'8", about 325, about 350, and he couldn't spell steroid. And he just a big old West Texas, you know, and just a romping, stomping, ass kicked, and you know, he was the man in Japan. He was the man in Japan. I was in Japan my first tour that I ever did a year later when he died, when he got killed.
Yeah.
I remember him coming in telling us. Sakaguchi from New Japan come in telling us they were still mad at him because he had jumped and went to Baba.
Yeah.
He beat Inoki in the squat challenge.
Yeah.
You know, in front of the Japanese press.
What was the squat challenge? I haven't heard of that. Who could do the most squats?
Yeah, Hindu squats, and he could do 1,000 squats. You know, but he beat Inoki, and I think he's supposed to put him over. You know, I think so. I'm not sure on that. You know, Brody was a beast. I hear these guys telling stories about how they did this or did that or punked him or beat him up or something. I've never heard of it, and they never did. And they waited about 10 years after he died to even talk about it.
Yeah.